Dana, that's your slave's name? You are new to the arrangement then.
She has brought the devil upon our child.
Thought my daddy was gonna kill me.
Road fast! Get out of here! Give you a damn good whipping, boy!
Carrie serves no purpose without Sarah.
Sell her along with her bitch mother.
You're not gonna run, and you're not gonna get sold. I'm gonna take care of this.
In this story, there are violent family relationships that are violent physically, that are violent emotionally. And I think what we're trying to explore on some level is what's at the root cause of those things.
I know that wasn't a pleasant scene, and I appreciate your discretion.
Family is obviously something that Tom does take to heart. He realizes that he is going to hand over his plantation at some point in time to his son. So he is hoping beyond all measure that his son is going to come up to par.
Insolent and distracted.
He evades education. I mean, if you heard the boy read, you'd think he came from the same pig farm as Jake.
He feels like his wife is getting the better of his son. He's losing that battle, and I think it's tearing him apart.
Preacher Wilson tells us that alcohol diverts us from a righteous path.
Shut up, Margaret.
Margaret is Tom Whelan's second wife. I think there's kind of a gender struggle going on within her own family, like the men in her family kind of discarding her.
Go away, stop bothering me.
Rufus.
Go!
She's really seeking some kind of answers about who she could be next and how her husband and her son fit into that.
How can you stand to be around that woman?
Don't set foot in there, especially that parlor. She sold my sons for that furniture, Isadora. For that furniture.
I am head of the cookhouse on the Whalen plantation, but at the heart and core of who I am, I'm a mother whose family has been ravaged by the system of American slavery.
I've been here longer than that entire no-good family.
We can convince Tom to keep you.
How you gonna convince him?
I think one of the beautiful things about Kindred, for Kevin at least, is that the things that are happening to him as a white man who's, been privileged by the society that was built for him, not only does he see that in the present, but he does get to go back and see the very foundation of that.
And your slave, have you sold her?
They think you're my slave.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
What does it mean to be a survivor? What does it mean to be a citizen in a situation that feels barbaric? To live and continue to live always implies some kind of relationship to moral compromise.
I will not let us get sold, you hear me? I will not. Even if that means I got to crawl through the dirt and make it to Philadelphia.
Something about this particular story, you understand the psychological conditioning in a deeper way. And when you're thrust into a system where your options are so very limited, and I started to think about the resources that I think I have coming from modern day kind of mindset. Anything that you think you feel or know about freedom, liberation, about cleverness because you have more information, all of that goes out the window because it gets trumped by survival.
Winnie was a slave on the Whalen plantation.
You brought a runaway into my home?
She didn't know we was coming?
Do you have any idea how dangerous that is?
These people were brilliant. The ways in which they survived and the ways in which they would still be able to, in the face of such cruelty, find joy and connection to one another.
People here choose survival for its own sake. They have to.
Kindred is built to be interpreted by the audience. It is demanding and it requires the audience to be a participant in the tone.
I don't want to be like you. I don't want to get used to this.
This show is asking you, what would you do? Given what you have, knowing what you know, the skill sets you have, if you were in this situation, what would you have to do to survive? I think that's the major question of Kindred, and I hope the series itself.
Are we really supposed to stay here?
I don't know what else to do. You're not seeing what I'm seeing every day. I'm not really a slave.
Then why you here?
To help people. People like you. To be free.